Today, we speak with a leader at the center of one of Thailand's most significant industry transformations, someone who believes that real technological progress begins with trust and must ultimately serve the people, not just systems. From steering a historic merger to championing AI access for every Thai, this conversation offers a rare look at the future through the eyes of a true transformation builder. You are watching Time to Talk, the iconic status of opinion leaders, the convergence of local and global influencers. With me, that people. Okay, my beloved audience, sitting right here next to me right now, the Group CEO of True Corporation's Public Company Limited, Mr. Sigve Brekke. สวัสดีครับ
สวัสดีครับ
So much pleasure to have you on our show today.
Well, thanks for inviting me.
How has it been? How has it been since the biggest, one of the greatest telecom mergers?
It's actually the biggest ever in Southeast Asia.
Okay.
In the telecom sector.
And it's almost 3 years already.
Yes.
So how has the so-called transformation, as you call, has evolved you and your industry so far?
Yeah, that's a good question. You know, the statistic shows that 60% of all mergers fail. And I actually looked that up before we decided to do the merger.
But you did it anyway.
But we did it anyway.
Okay.
This is super hard. And the main reason why all those mergers are failing, it's because of the culture.
Culture. So.
That is the issue, and the people. What we are talking about here are two big companies that for 20 years, more than 20 years, were competitors. And then to merge that into one company, that is super hard.
Okay.
And I think looking back, there were two things that we were very, very focused on before we decided to do the merger. One was that it has to be an alignment on the top. So I spent a lot of time with Konsuparshai from the CP Group and myself representing Telenor to discuss, do we have a common objective?
Okay.
Where do we want to take this company? What is the vision? We even decided to say that this is not a merger of telco companies, it's a merger of a company that want to be a tech telco company. So even change the name of it.
Merge and transform.
Exactly. And the other one was to discuss a lot about the culture. One reason why merger fails is that they treat that as a takeover, not at a merger. A takeover, then it's even harder to merge two cultures into one. We decided to make a new company with a new culture, neither old Dtac nor old True, but something new for the future. For almost 3 years, this has gone better than what I expected. So the first thing we did was to try to fix the network. It has been a rough ride over the last 2.5 years because the network was not good enough.
Okay.
Because it was basically two networks that we merged into one. Now that is completed, and I'm very proud now that I can tell the customers that our network is very competitive. The second thing we did was to try to merge two distribution systems into one. We are not concluded that, but we are getting on that way. Unfortunately, that has also caused some disruption with our customers. So thank you to our customers for hanging in with us over those difficult 2.5 years.
I'm one of them.
You're one of them.
I'm
okay.
still with you.
Cough my cup.
Okay.
So that, and then we have started on the cultural transformation.
Okay.
We are not there yet, but we are getting there.
Okay.
Now we have finished what we call the synergy phase, which was basically to take two companies into one and save some costs on that. Now we will move into what I call the transformational phase, which is actually not about a merger. It's more about transforming a telco company that has successfully been building business for the last 25 years into a future technology company.
Okay.
And that is something that all telco companies need to go through, and us as well. And that is what we are embarking on now. So It's exciting times, but it's hard. It's super hard.
So basically, it has evolved to you a lot. Okay, in terms of a leader.
This is really about leadership. Because both the alignment on the top, the cost takeout, but not least the cultural change, that's about leadership.
You have said that, okay, you're gonna improve on the transforming term. So you're gonna like go more broader to the Southeast Asia country or regionals or?
Well, let's start with Thailand.
Okay.
And I think the transformation that we are in the midst of in Thailand, it's 3 main points. We now have a strategy that we call AI first, cloud first, and no-touch operation.
No-touch operation, okay.
And what that means is that you basically take everything possible up in the cloud. Rather than having your own IT systems or system to run it. You bring it up in the cloud. That is much cheaper and much more flexible. We would like to build a company where we are selling digital services and powered by connectivity. And let me explain this. Today we are selling connectivity. We are selling access, data access to the network or voice access to the network. That's what we are selling. And then we try to have some value-added services on top of that. Now I'm trying to change that logic around, saying that we should be actually selling digital services, security services, gaming services, TV services, and so on and so forth. So that you also buy our connectivity. So it's changing the logic a bit.
Okay.
So you will see us then being much more focused on everything that is important in your life, all the digital services that is important in your life.
My content also.
Exactly, exactly.
Okay.
So that's the second one. The third one, it's the way we deal with our customers. And you know, our main competitor is not our competitor here in Thailand. Our main competitor are the global platform players. It's the TikToks of the world or Netflix or Amazon, Google. Because those companies have redefined customer experience.
Okay.
We need to think very differently in the way we are engaging our customers. So those are the 3 things that we are trying to transform the company into.
On every stages, you always focus or emphasize on trust. Yeah, but how do you build trust under such circumstances in the hyper social, digital, goes so fast world, and people are so individuals?
It's about transparency.
Transparency, yeah.
Transparency in communication. It's not coming from sending out emails. It's actually coming from the way you as a leader communicate. And people are smart. And the people will know right away if you say something which is not correct. And sometimes people forget that what you say is less important than the way you say it. So when I'm trying to do town halls or communication stories, of course I get some input, but I'm never reading the input I get from HR or from the communication department. I have to use my own words on that. Transparency when it comes to telling good news, that's easy. That everyone can do. But transparency on the bad news, that's a challenge. If you are able to transparently talk about the bad news, that's how you build trust. If you feel that I have a boss that actually tells me the truth. So transparency is one. The other one is that people, despite differences, like to be recognized. Being respectful to everyone. And it doesn't matter where you are in the company. If you work even as a cleaner of the floor, you all have a role to play. And the role is equally important. If you're sitting in the reception downstairs or if you are a CEO, you basically have different roles, but you are both important for the company. Most of the mornings when I go into the reception in the True building, I have a 1-minute chat with the one sitting there.
Okay, the receptionist?
Yes.
Okay.
Just practicing my Thai a little bit.
Okay.
And smiling to them and then say something to me.
Make them feel important.
Exactly.
And want to be with your company. Okay.
Being important, being recognized. The third one is to walk the talk.
Walk the talk.
To do what you say, basically. And again, that's easy to say, hard to do. I've started to travel out in Thailand now. I went to Hat Yai last week, following the news now with the flood down in south. because a week ago I was there together with the team. Because that's a way for me to not only talk about closeness to customers, but actually doing it myself. So that's some of the examples, building trust. Yeah. It's easy to destroy the trust. That can happen like this.
Okay.
It takes time to build trust.
Okay.
So take the time and do this over and over and over and over
with
again.
consistency.
Yeah.
You have mentioned about AI. Could you please tell Thai audience or Thai people that what are they misunderstanding about the AI? Because so many people are scared.
Let me give you one statistic. I saw a number that more than 60% of the Thai population have tried AI.
Yeah, basically chatbot. Yeah.
Yes, but that's actually quite high.
Okay.
You are higher on this than any of the Southeast Asian neighbors.
Oh, okay.
And the AI adaptability with the consumers is higher in Thailand than it is in the rest of Asia.
Okay.
So that's interesting. That just shows how hungry you are to try out new things. There is no doubt that AI will replace some jobs. But the global statistics shows that there are going to be more new jobs created. Some of the jobs will go away, but more of that will be compensated on new type of jobs. So the question is then, where are you? Are you in the type of job that goes away, okay, or are you in the type of jobs that are being created? And the question is then, how quickly can a nation make sure that those that are in jobs that are not going to exist are being re-educated into the new created jobs? And this is a responsibility both for companies and for nations. Companies being that everyone that works in True, 100% should have basic AI knowledge. 50% should know basic AI.
Okay.
30% should know a little bit more advanced AI, and 20% should be the specialists. And CP have said the same.
5 years, okay.
CP have said the same, even though they have a lot of people working in the agriculture sector. Yeah. So this is the responsibility we take to bring everyone up on the AI scale in a company. But this is a responsibility for Thailand government as well. How do you make sure that all the Thai population actually get a basic knowledge about AI? Because that is going to decide, are you going to lose your job here, or are you going to position yourself for the newly created jobs?
Right now, many people cannot differentiate the AI pictures and the real pictures.
No.
Yeah, and that could be a scam.
Absolutely, and a scam is an example of that.
Yeah.
And that's why it's important that the government is doing what they do, trying to take away the scam. It's important that we are implementing scam filters in all the network and actually use AI to be one step ahead of the scammers. I'm optimistic on AI, but at the same time, it's going to change things.
Okay.
And you have to be aware of those changes and how to prepare yourself in the best way for that.
You better be prepared.
Yes.
Okay, so let's focus on your company. Since you are becoming a big, giant tech company, so how much did you use AI?
We use AI to do what we call predictive maintenance of the network, meaning that AI will tell us if there are network components that need to be replaced, if they see things in the network which later will result in a network outage. So they will tell you in advance where you have to do things before it actually happens. That's one example.
That's good.
Another example is we use AI to reduce the energy use for our whole operation. For example, during nighttime. We use AI to automate some of the finance functions that before was manual work. We use it in our legal department to write contracts.
Okay.
We use it for chat service with customer service. You can talk to the AI machine if you have relatively basic questions. We use it to trying to understand you as an individual customer.
Okay.
What is your need?
Yeah.
And are you on the same package?
Okay.
Bringing kind of big segmentations down to individuals. Yeah, that's some examples already.
Okay.
And now,
that's almost everything.
Yeah, but we have just started on this. So now we are really, when I back to what I said about AI first and cloud first. So now we are setting up an AI unit that systematically go through everything we do to see how AI can be of help.
Okay, you have mentioned the sentence customer obsessed cultures. What is it?
And this is when I said that our competitor is not really our mobile competitor in Thailand, it is the big global players, because that is what they do. And that is why the customer experience you get if you are a customer one of those are very, very different.
Could they know more about customer than the customer themselves?
Yeah, so they basically use data.
Okay.
So it's three things you have to do here. One is that actually systematically using the data to make sure that you take away pain points. So the data part of it is one thing. The other part of it is that in the whole company, you have to ask the question for every discussion you have, what's in this for the customer? Will it benefit the customer or will it harm the customer? That's to take an outside-in perspective in everything you discuss. This is not what we are used to do, but this is what we should do here in our case. And I will say that the third part of it is to try to engage with customers directly. And I'm trying to be out in the market as often as I can, just to talk to customers, to get their input, and to shortcut kind of, because when you are on the top of a company, it's easy to be too dependent on all the reports that comes up, and all the reports and everything we hear is being made a little bit positive for every place they have touched. I wouldn't say that this is a kind of fancy word. I think it's a necessity for any companies that deal with customers. I see a big change when coming back to Thailand now compared with when I was here last time. In the past, you were a company that just sold services to the customers and they were almost lining up to get the first mobile phone. Now the customer is in charge in a very different way. Before, you couldn't change operator without changing your number. Now you bring your number with you. All that is gone. So the customer is in charge. And the customer is much more demanding now than it used to be. So if you want to survive in this business, you have to be customer obsessed. I need to feel a customer pain. I need to ask the question in the management meeting. Is this good or bad for the customers? And if you cannot answer that question, then you should just push it back.
So how do you stay so focused and be resilient, amid the terms of chaos? So many rumors about, taking over the industry is kind of a monopoly between only two big giant telecom.
Well, first of all, I don't agree to your ending part of your question that there are only two competitors. Because our competitor now is actually all over the world and in all different industries. So it's a much more competitive landscape now than it used to be when you kind of had 3 mobile operators selling SIM cards. Now a lot of people are selling digital services. There are a couple of things I think that I will give as an advice. The first part is that to tolerate the pressure and the stress and all that, you need to love what you do. I have been very fortunate in my whole life.
Sound like a marriage. You can tolerate her or him if you love him or her enough. Something like that.
I never thought about it like that, but I just feel that I really love what I do in business. But if you do it just for the money or for the title, you will not be able to tolerate this. So, and my advice to people is that if you feel stuck in routines and that you hate your work, move on.
Just
do something else.
And find something else.
Yes.
Okay.
But the second point I will have is that don't get too bogged down with thinking all potential scenarios and all potential happenings and all that. One-on-one problem, one-on-one day. I think too many people are too concerned about everything that can potentially happen. When you are in a meeting, concentrate on the meeting. When you are in a discussion with you, concentrate on the discussion. Don't look at your phone 24/7. Because if I start looking at messages and all that when you're discussing, you lose concentration and it bugs you down.
Okay.
Focus on one problem,
Okay.
one thing, and one day.
Okay.
And then tomorrow is another day that you can either fix what you screwed up the last day, or you can move on.
So what do you call your company, the True Corporations? What is it about, really, in one sentence?
I wish the answer then would be True Corporation is someone that connects me to what matters in my life.
Wow. Okay.
So I'm connecting you to what matters in your life, which is all the mobile phone and all the digital services and everything that is important for you.
That's a big answer. That's super bold.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
But
Everything.
That is what ambition should be.
Okay. And you're trying to reach
trying
that?
To get there. Yeah. Actually, I never got that question before.
Okay.
That's a good question. I will actually think more about that. But that's the first sentence that comes to my mind.
Yeah. Next time on stage.
Yeah.
Use that sentence.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. If you're going to recruit the new staff, the new employees, say what qualities or what characters would you like?
This I have done before, and that's why it's so important to be very specific on what are the behaviors you want the people in a company to have.
Yes.
And we are in the midst now of defining that. So when we have defined that, and it will be probably 3 to 5 behaviors, and then I will recruit people on those. First, I would look for how curious are you? Are you a person, a learning person? The other one, are you a team player or are you an ego person?
A person who can work with others.
Yes.
Okay.
And let others take the credit, supporting others rather than putting yourself first. That's another one. And the third one will be, are you respectful and humble?
Okay.
Do you respect other people's opinions? Do you respect other cultures? Do you respect other backgrounds? And are you humble about it? Are you a talker or are you a doer?
Okay. Doer, of course. Yeah.
And it's easy to see that through in an interview. I strongly believe in diversity in teams. So if I'm recruiting a person into a team, I will look at what does this person bring into the team, which is different from the rest. Is it a knowledge? Is it an age? Is it a gender? Is it a background? What is it? I read a book once. The name of the book is Blink.
Blink.
Blink is Malcolm Gladwell that has written a book. And he has done studies in the first 20 seconds impression you get from something.
Okay.
And his conclusion in the studies he made is that the first 20 second impression you get when you meet a new person, and when you hear about something, a challenge, your first 20 seconds is the most valuable ones. After 20 seconds, then you start rationalizing, and you start analyzing, and you may even end up with a wrong conclusion. Very often I use my stomach feeling.
Your gut feeling?
Yeah, my gut feeling. Thinking about, okay, after I've heard that interview, after I've seen all the references, after I've seen the CV, what was the first 20 seconds impression I got? And that's often the most important factor when I'm recruiting a person.
Before I end our shows, this is the question of our show, okay? You can think of anything. If you have to choose one particular issue that you think is the most important issue at all, we cannot not talk about it. Seriously, what would it be?
Business, regardless of where you are, is people management. And people management is very much about creating engagement. It's not about HR systems. It's not about bonuses or incentives. It's about leaders that really care about the people around them. Leaders that see the best in every person. I'm yet to see, very seldom I see bad people. But quite often I see people in the wrong place. And the ability to then try to help people, move them around, give them the straight feedback, even though It can be very, very tough feedback. Is helping people. I think leaders in general tend to spend too little time in people management and too much time in their own office or strategy sessions rather than being out there with the people. People management, it's super important. Even more important going forward than it has been in the past, because for you to get the right people with you, to get the right people to stay, to get the best out of the people that you have, you need to constantly engage with people.
So we should be serious about people and leadership. Okay, thank you so much for joining our show and sacrificing your valuable time. ขอบคุณครับคุณ Sigve ครับ A pleasure to meet you. Until next time.
Yes.
Okay. And for you, my beloved audience, I hope you have learned a lot from this man, because he's not only the group CEO of one of the biggest tech company in Thailand, but he's the man who always makes the difference and always goes for the new challenges every day. I hope you learn from him. Until next time with me and Time to Talk. Keep in touch.